Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ruck News. Still got a cold. Hey ho. So, a few little pointers here. See, Cipriani and Josh Lucy had a punch up the training. Like to hear that. Obviously, Cipriani slapped Lucy, who turned around and floored him. There we go. Reminded me when I was at Quinn's, with these two guys playing on the wing, Mike Wedderburn and Everton Davis, two very, very fast black guys, great guys. Very unusual for Quinn's. Two things really. One, that we're all at a training session. And secondly, that these two got really heated with each other and started having a bit of a, what can only be described as a bit of a slapping session, handbags, from about 3 yards away, and they were flailing arms, and it was pathetic. There was a bit of screaming, a bit of scratching. And Peter Winterbottom just walked past them. It was brilliant. Stopped and looked at both of them and just went, "Is it tribal?" and carried on. Hey-o. Anyway, David Strettle, foot injury, out for another 7 weeks. Bad news. Scott Hamilton is heading to Leicester, apparently. Lucky boy. Then I suppose, you know, he comes from New Zealand. Leicester would be lovely, wouldn't it? All those modern amenities. The old ones are the best. Looking at the side, Cloth Cap Man asked me to mention Rugby League. And the Super League Grand Final and the Rugby League World Cup. He asked me to mention it. So I'll mention it. I'm not going to tell you to watch it. I mean, it's shit, isn't it? Actually, to be fair, did watch the Grand Final, enjoyed that a lot. Actually, some good stuff there. As the Rugby League World Cup Final, World Cup, I'm not sure about that one. Have to be honest, Cloth Cap Man. Too many bloody Australians playing in all those teams, eh? But anyway, there we go. So that is heading our way, the Rugby League World Cup. Alright, whippets and biggies. People are asking about the where are they now, and I know that Tony and Tom have done quite a lot of work on, say, the New Zealand '95 World Cup side. A few bits and pieces. Glenn Osborne, we don't know. I'm not sure if we care that much, but we don't know. He had a spell in France apparently, and then returned to New Zealand. Jeff Wilson, he resumed his cricketing career, a rare double for one's country. He ran a stud farm and now promotes rugby with Otago via a radio show. Yep, wind up here. Frank Bunce, he was on New Zealand Strictly Come Dancing. Apparently Frank is of royal descent. He is the direct descendant of George Rex, one of 3 sons born to King George III by Hannah Lightfoot, a Yorkshire slapper, I think it says here. Oh no, it doesn't. Before the King's marriage to Queen Charlotte. Whatever. Walter Little, don't know. Went to Japan in 2000, haven't been seen since. Jonah Lomu, well, we all know about Jonah. Mertz, he left Quinn's to play for Toulon, and he's now with Racing Metro 92. And rumour has it, as he keeps telling me, at one point he is going to sign up on RuckU. Graham Bashett went to Japan, don't know. Craig Dowd came to Wasps as a player, and now as a forwards coach and has returned to New Zealand. Sean Fitzpatrick is a TV pundit up here. Olo Brown is a lawyer. And Ian Jones is heading up here. Robin Brooke, Zinny's bro, runs a supermarket chain around there, I think. And they sell lumberjack shirts. Mike Brewer is coaching up here. Josh Cromfeld, who I saw in Hong Kong about 18 months ago, is just surfing, man. Yeah. So we need a bit more of that actually. Where are they now? I think we're going to set up something on the site for that. I'll tell you, talking about where are they, I looked at the, don't know if any of you have ever looked at the Jerry Guscott column. He answers questions. God, I've got a coffee. What was it? With both fullbacks in the elite squad starting on the wing last weekend, do you think that this could be England's problem position with the autumn internationals come round? And Jerry answered it. I don't think, no, fullback, no, I don't think fullback be a problem, fullback, no, I can't spell that, I don't know what that means, I'm not sure. What's an international? What? He doesn't think it'll be a problem position. Do you know, Jerry used to drive buses on the Badger line in Bath, and this came to light when he was in the England squad. Someone found it out, probably Brian Moore or John Oliver, one of the nasty little bastards. And one day, we used to get on the coach to go to training, you can imagine. They found out, and he got on, all we could hear is ding ding, next stop please Jerry, can I get off? How much to training Jerry? How much to ticket? I haven't got a ticket Jerry. He fucking hated it. Ding ding, so if you ever do see him, just go ding ding, can I get off the next stop Jerry? You don't find that funny. Serious bit from Docker. English rugby going the same way as English soccer, a lot of foreign players. I'm not sure. I think it's more the structure, to be frank. If you look at English soccer, I'm not sure we suffer because there's so many foreign players. I think that's one part of it. I think we suffer because the focus is not on the international game. I think they play far too many games. I think English rugby is going the same way. We're emulating soccer in that way. I think having a lot of good players up here is one thing. If our focus was to produce the best national side, as it is in New Zealand, Australia, I'm not sure about South Africa, then I think we would benefit from it. I mean, we've had, what, 12, 13 years of the clubs just fighting the union, so let alone being on the same side. And I think the problem is more than just packing sides out with foreign players. I think there's a lot of young talent. I think it's more in terms of amount of games, intensity of games, level of games, and focus, and where's the priority. If we had the priority as the national side, then I think we'd be doing a huge amount better. But at the moment we're not. Get Dean Richards involved. That's all I say. He told a great story, and anyone who's at the ABF, apologies for this, but I've got to leave with it because someone asked him about Austin Healey, and he told this great story about Austin. He said that when he took over as coach at Leicester, one of the first things Austin came up to him and said, we've got the big derby against Northampton the weekend. He said, can I have a chat with Dino? And Dino said, yeah, sure. And he said, I want to talk about the weekend's game, and me in my position. And Dino said, yeah. So they sat down and he said, Austin, Northampton know a lot about you. They know as a scrum half, your accuracy off your right hand is about 95% over 20 yards. They know off your left hand, it's slightly less, it's only 87%. They know that box kicking primarily use your right foot, and your accuracy off your right foot is about 91%. Your accuracy off your left foot, box kicking, Austin, is down to about 83%. They know that you prefer to come off your left foot, you break 78% of the time off your left foot, and only 22% off your right foot. They know all this about you, Austin. They know that you prefer to attack down the right hand channel, and they know that your cover defence lines primarily. You cover just behind the number 8 on a diagonal. They know all this about you, Austin. The one thing, Austin, that Northampton don't know about you is that you're not fucking playing on Saturday. I love that. See you next week.